This is Moose, and you're watching Coffee with HDR. Let's go. Damn, that's good.
Hey, good morning, and welcome back, everybody, once again to another wonderful edition of Coffee with HDR. Man, that's good. Also, notice I got my Christmas mugs. Look, Mrs. HDR was putting some coffee mugs out, and yep, we got festive here. We are festive and ready for some holidays. So anyway, guys, welcome back, and this is Coffee with HDR, show number 99 for Saturday, December the 3rd, 2022. So nice to have you on board here with me this morning. We have some stuff to talk about, and you know, we'll just play it by ear, and we'll get through the morning here with everybody on board. So let's go through some of the chat room here, see who's on board with us. Good morning, Smyrna Cowboy. WS Keys on 3. Larry, good morning to you. D.A. Bishop's in the house. Mike Bodine. Debbie or Mallory's back online with us. And thank you so much to my sister last night. She came down and we had a after turkey dinner. And if you've never done that before, you take turkey and you make cream turkey over biscuits. And it was really, really good. And we had some nice time to chat and talk a little bit face to face. And that's really hard to come by these days. So we do appreciate my sister coming down. We had a great evening and that we got to sit and chat there a little bit. So thank you for that. Good morning, Bill. Pete's 1800. Good morning, Chuck Henson. He says it's good morning from cold South Dakota. 4 degrees below. Woohoo, that's cold. Minimoto's in the house. Harley Moonrider. Good morning, Harley Moonrider. Paul's in the house this morning. Toby Northern's in the house. He says, good morning to all you incredible. Toby. No wonder they blocked that. Man, you used a bad word on the channel. That's all right. We'll get through that. Bill, good morning to you. 33 degrees. Man, I tell you what, it's cold all over the place. Pink's Adventure. I think I had you there before. Dean C's in the house. WS Keys on 3. James Turner, nice to have you with us this morning. Throttle Therapy. It's always good to have some therapy when you're twisting the throttle. Absolutely, that's for sure. Ron Kelly's in the house. Good morning to you. Scroll down a little bit more. Pete's 1800. Yeah, okay. James Turner. So I think we got everybody in the house here for now. And we're live in living color here in the great HDR studios in southwestern Pennsylvania. And good morning, Henry's in the house. Kiki. Henry, glad to have you on board here with us this morning. Big surprise, party for the 100th show coming up next Saturday. 100 shows. That's pretty amazing. And if you look back, this is the longest consecutive running motorcycle related live stream on YouTube. The longest running. And somehow I got that title. That's pretty cool, though. I mean, I'll take it. I'll take the title for sure. So what has been going on here this week? Well, work. A lot of work, man. No riding. Sorry, I was yawning there. That's unlike me. But I have been up since like 5:30 this morning. I think it's about 5:30 this morning. I jumped out of bed. I've been working on a coding project with some writing some computer code, and I've been working on this project now probably on and off for about a year. And I think of things when I'm sleeping and I want to add to this project. So I decided that I want to add something new and fix a couple things. So I woke up and I started writing some code this morning. So I was working on that. With that said, we talk about work a little bit here. So school has been going rather well. The student body is coming along nicely. They're finishing up their first semester, their second 9 weeks of our school. They seem to be catching on and doing well. So longest running motorcycle related YouTube live stream. Does YouTube send you analytics on this or some other source? YouTube does have analytics on live streams. So, and if you look back at all the different motorcycle live streams, um, the one that was going to catch me, believe it or not, was the fireside chat with the boys. So, but being that that is not consecutive, we can't class that in the same class as this show. You know, it's consecutively running. I do believe if you look back, I might have missed one Saturday, but I made that Saturday up. So, yeah, it's coming up on 100 live consecutive shows. So we are almost here like a sitcom. You know, if you turn your TV on Wednesday night, you know you're going to be watching The Amazing Race, right? So that's kind of like we are. We are a part of your week, and I really enjoy being a part of your week. Busy here as well. Ben Ablami, negative 20, Pink's Adventures. And Pink's Adventures just had a wonderful new video drop. And I think, pretty sure it was new. I don't know when it actually came out, but go over and watch it. He's actually riding his beautiful Honda. Is it a Honda? Yes. Is it? I'm pretty sure it is. Why did I know this? But he's out riding adventures, man, doing some adventure riding, and it's really cool to see where you've been riding. And I love those roads and Pinks. I would love to be able to load my bike up on a trailer, the Himalayan, and come up there and spend 3 or 4 days with you just riding those incredible mountain roads that you ride. I think we would have an absolute blast to do that. And maybe we'll have to make that a possibility. I don't know what it would take to bring my motorcycle into Canada, but we'll have to see how that goes. Pete's 1800 thinks it's getting deep in here. I don't know what you're talking about, Pete. This is the longest running consecutive show. So, then we'll let it go with that. Anyhow, there is a lot of other good shows that started here lately. If you watch the Canadian guys, they asked me to be on their show Monday evening. I will be in a hotel room, so I'm hoping I have good internet, and we're hoping we can pull that off where we will be doing a live show, or I'll be a guest on their show doing a guest appearance. I really do appreciate the invite, and I'm going to do everything I can to make sure that happens. I don't know the exact time yet. I'm sure you guys will hit me up on Instagram again and let me know and send me any links that you have to join your show. I would be appreciative of that, and we'll see how that goes. Chest waiter time, Paul says. Toy run in Olympia today, biggest one in the state. And Bill, I think you talked to Bodine 52 about that. I think, that you wanted him to come along with that. So I think that would be pretty cool. And I hope he makes it. So he's not on here yet this morning. He may be hunting. It's hard to say about Bob. Okay, Pink said, yep, it is the CRF 250 Rally Honda. And Anytime HDR. Buck Brown, good morning. Glad to have you on board here with us this morning. So, is that one even on anymore? Oh, the fireside chat with the boys. I've been talking to the guys, and we're talking about bringing it back in February. We always take the holiday season off because workloads are very extreme this time of year. So, plus with the holiday, there's just so much going on. So it's planning on coming back. I don't know yet, and we're still kind of discussing about having guests on. Guest does add a new dimension to the show. So it definitely has a new dimension when you have a guest on the show. And it's nice to bring people in and feature motovlogging channels of different sizes, different structures, different types, different kinds, different people. And we've had some amazing guests on over the couple of years that we ran the show. Some very interesting people, as the Magpie Flies, the young lady that travels around on her motorcycle solo. And she camps like anywhere she can just park her bike. Pretty amazing, pretty brave. And we've tried to have Itchy Boots on. Mrs. HDR has been in contact with Itchy Boots. And when we were trying to get her on at the time, she was just starting season 6 of her amazing travel videos across across, well, where was she, guys? South America all the way up into Alaska. Now that she made it, maybe that's a possibility. Maybe we get Itchy Boots on the show, and that would be amazing. We hope that she would promote it and have all of her content and all of her viewers come over to view that live stream with Itchy Boots and get some interviewing with her. Just an amazing rider, an amazing person. Again, very, 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 she's very brave. So that's something we're looking into. The only reason I ever went to Olympia was to tour the brewery. Thanks for the update on the fireside chat. The feeds in my full of shorts feels like I'm missing stuff. My feeds is full of short. I know. What in the world? Why in the world has YouTube started promoting these shorts? You know, are they trying to catch up to TikTok? Are they trying to be another TikTok? You know, are they trying to be another Instagram, you know, video thing? Man, the shorts, and everybody's producing them. Guys, I'm getting killed with shorts. You know, they're kind of cute once or twice, maybe a year, but 4 or 5 a week, overdoing. My opinion, anyway. I have done a couple shorts. I might have 3, maybe 3. And, you know, I don't know the benefit of it. I think what we're doing here is we are starting to lower our attention span. And I was watching UCM Pigs. Now, I don't know what UCM Pig stands for. I met him, I believe, at VAM. But he had some very interesting insights, and I'm going to bring that up to you here probably right now. So, Marine Rider, good morning. Nice to have you on board with us. The attention span of younger generations is short. Trust me, guys, I teach the younger generation. It is way short. If you give a lecture longer than 15 minutes, they're sleeping. It's like we're producing food for these kids nowadays that has some kind of sleeping agent in it. All these kids want to do is sleep. I think the world is going to try to make everybody comatose so nobody ever argues about anything, right? Just make everybody go to sleep. It's a great idea. The attention span's about that big. Even not only younger people, even American adults now. The attention span is so small. Pink's Adventure said, Itchy Boots actually rode right through your backyard on her way to Alaska. She used one of my favorite fishing roads to get north. Pink, that's great. Too bad you couldn't meet up with her and you could have rode with her. But, you know, all those guys, all those girls and guys out there doing those travel videos, their videos are like 4 or 5 weeks behind. You don't know where they're at. And for security reasons, that makes a lot of sense, right? I know when myself and Mrs. HDR traveled, our first 3 cross-country trips or vacations, long vacations on the motorcycle, Gliding on Twos, good morning, buddy. And you had a great video come out there. Congratulations on the new motorcycle. That's awesome. And I love how you took a shot and you have 2 motorcycles in your garage. That's really awesome. I hope you're enjoying that new bike. I can't wait to see more. And if you don't know about Gliding on Two's new motorcycle, you need to go check out his video. And watch it, subscribe, like, give it a thumbs up, ring the bell, ding, 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 and do all that great stuff for him. Good guy. Met him at VAM, and just a great person. So he felt that being his channel is called Gliding on Two, he needed a road glide. Kind of makes sense, right? But great looking bike, buddy. I'm really happy for you. Cheers. So anyway, Marine Rider, good morning. As an MSF instructor, my younger students look like they are in a daze half the time. They are in a daze half the time. It's just really, really funny and it's sad. Hey, Bob is in channel. Good morning, Bodine52. A lot of people was asking about the fireside chat with the boys. They've been missing it. We've also been talking about shorts. Bob has become the short master. And Bob is a very tall man. But that doesn't matter. He produces a lot of shorts videos. And Bob, we were talking about the YouTube feeds now. if I'm looking on my TV, everything is wonky. And what I mean by that is everything is shot like this, right? Everything is shot up and down. So on your big screen TV, you're seeing this much video with these shorts. So are shorts the way we're going? Is that what we should be doing? That's what brings me up to UCM Pigs. UCM Pigs produced a video, and this has been talked about by many different YouTubers. Shorts, content without relationship. Ron Kelly said, I get that. My shorts now, Ron, I showed you how to clean a windshield twice, 2 different ways. And I showed you something else. I don't remember what else it was. But, I tried to keep it motorcycle related. But yeah, you're right. Sometimes it is kind of not content related. But 39 watching, 11 likes. Toby said, smash that thumbs up button. Smash it, right? Give me a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to the channel here if you're not. Most of you guys are subscribed to the channel, so I do appreciate that. Just 1 week. More is too much for me. Yeah, but then we were talking about that. So shorts are maybe, like you said, once a week. Once a week is good, once a month, in the wintertime, we're kind of stuck. We're all stuck in the house here in the north, so we are trying to figure out some content to give everybody. If you've noticed, and you probably have noticed, that HDR Adventures has not had a lot of motorcycle content on it because I don't have any. It's been cold, freezing. I can't get any of the bikes outside to ride. And when it's not cold, it's raining. So it's 52 degrees and rain. Why do I want to get the bikes all dirty? Just to get out there. And I would love to get some content done, but it just doesn't make any sense. And I didn't stack any videos. I used to be very good. I would stack enough videos to get me through the whole winter doing 2 videos a week, Wednesdays and Sundays. I would stack all those. But I probably ran out of things to talk about. Now that's what brings me to UCM Pigs. And I'm trying to read the chat. Do we have any intention of recording the trip? I am so jealous. Minimoto says, if you need a place to stay, by all means, look me up. Pink's Adventure says to Pete, because Pete's going to be going to Alaska. Maybe use a short to promote your longer videos. That's a nice idea. It sounds like YouTube and not the creator is driving the content. And you are right, Paul. That is 100% right. Let's see. Don't want to get a bike dirty. Buck Brown says, yeah, Buck, I'm just that guy, man. I don't want to get it all dirty. But Jack, you have heated gear. I do, Mike. I do have heated gear, and Mrs. HDR reminds me of that. Relationship is what makes your fireside chat so much fun and addictive. Yeah, and we do have a very tight relationship between the 3 of us. We chit-chat back and forth a good bit. Not as much lately. I mean, we've all been too busy, I think, to even text each other, but that happens. What? I don't work? No, I don't work. I don't work. Most people say that. Most people say you don't work, you teach. I'm like, man, spend 20 minutes in my shoes and you would wish that you weren't in the classroom. Let me tell you. I had a student the other day that said, Mr. HDR, because that's what they call me. And I said, yes, son. He goes, you could probably make triple the salary you could make from teaching somewhere else and have it 5 times easier and just be able to work and maybe write programs or take care of networks or do cybersecurity work. And I said, well, young man, I said, you're probably correct. I said, but here's why I teach, because I'm getting older. I'm getting ready to retire out of this business, okay? When I retire out of the business, I want to make sure there's somebody to take those reins and be able to do a great job. So that's why I want to teach them. So yeah, is it less money? Yes. Is it more stress? Absolutely. Do you drive home and sometimes stop on top of a bridge and think, if I just jumped off, you don't think that way. But I did hear a teacher the other day that said that, well, she wasn't talking about that. She's actually pregnant. She said she had triplets. She would jump off a bridge because she said she only has 2 hands. She only wants 2 kids. Pretty smart person. But anyway, yeah. So anyway, You did. You threw me off. Now I don't know where I was. Good morning, Anonymous Biker. Mrs. HDR said, tell everybody she said hello. She would love to be on the show, but she's busy right now. She has too much going on. So, I'm still at the new Buck Brown greeting. And I got to check out Buck Brown's greeting. Mrs. Minnow teaches, I never realized how much work it was. Thanks, Minimoto. Thank you so much for that. Good morning, Roguelite Andy. Jumping off bridges ain't worth it, speaking from experience. Yeah, I get it. I don't want to jump off a bridge. I would never do that. I just threw that out there. So, thanks for stopping by the live last night. Marine Rider says, Anonymous Biker. Anonymous Biker is everywhere all the time. And he's a great guy there. So, all right, let's get back to UCM Pigs. So UCM Pigs had a couple interesting topics on his. I don't know if you watch him or not. He's not a huge YouTuber, but he makes a point. So he was talking the other night, and he was trying to, it was kind of a circle talk. Did you ever hear people do that? They talk about, they don't worry about this or that, but then they worried about this or that. So anyway, here's how it went. What time is it? 8:22. Here's how it went. So, UCM Pigs says, I'm not one of those kind of guys that watch analytics. I don't look at my number of views, and I don't really care about the number of subscribers I have. But is motovlogging dead? Motovlogging may be dead because not a lot of people watch his videos. Not a lot of people subscribe to his channel. Now, that's a round-robin discussion because you're just telling me you don't care about your analytics. I never cared about analytics either until Bodine introduced me to them. Thanks, Bodine. I never really looked into analytics. I just would answer the comments and I would just move on. But if you're not watching your analytics, how do you know if you don't have that many views? How do you know if you don't have that many subscribers? What are you trying to produce? What are you trying to create? So, the next thing he says is, he does not watch live streams because he does not find them interesting, and he does not have an attention span long enough to sit for an hour, or some live streams could be 6 or 7 hours. Now, there's reasons, and I've thought about doing a live stream for 4 or 5 hours. The reason you would do that is to catch more time zones. People are waking up at different times. That would allow them to always join the live stream. People would come in and come out. I used to watch a live stream by a guy named CraigTube. 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 And I watched him because I was very interested at one time of making beer, brewing beer, creating my own recipes for making beer at home. And that's exactly what CraigTube does. But CraigTube has a live stream every Friday night. He starts at 11 o'clock and he goes all the way down to 8 or 9 o'clock in the morning on Saturday. And he's been doing this for as long as I can remember. He plays music. He plays the drums. He'll get on his guitar. I don't know what the other people think in his house when he's downstairs in the basement banging on these drums. Maybe they have a soundproof basement. I don't know. But that is why. So, but UCM Pigs said that he doesn't believe live streams are any good because it's a talking head. Hi, here's my head, and I'm talking. And he doesn't always feel like it's really motorcycle related. He'd rather watch somebody ride on a motorcycle and talk and not see their face, just ride on the motorcycle. So, hard thing is now, some channels do so much tremendous things. It's hard to match $1 Million Bogan. Anonymous Biker, people that are talking about this, motovlogging is dead. Since you said that and that's another person said it, and I mentioned that before. I watched I'm going to get this right this time. I watched the Scouts Shed, okay? It's 6 guys that was on a live stream, and they're on, I believe it's once a month now, on a Sunday at 2 p.m. Anonymous Biker's on there, and he talked about that. He talked about, is motovlogging dead, right? Riding, man, this is a great country out here. Yeah, this is nice. Look at my bike. My bike is my Road Glide Ultra. Boom, 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 boom. Oh man, look at the trees. Oh, the leaves are falling off. And I'm out here, I'm getting a colonoscopy next week. That's something to talk about. And that part of it, guys, is I think to the point is where we're all 90% of us do that same exact thing. Okay, we do add some different features to that, and that's cool. Like sometimes I'll have my handlebar camera on it, my trusty Hero 3 Plus. Watch. Woo! Look at that baby, huh? That's a blast from the past. I'll have that on my handlebars, with my trusty handlebar mount here, right? So you get out there, you give a different view, right? Some of you guys are getting Insta360 cameras, awesome stuff. Some of you guys out there use drones, right? Giving me a little different perspective. Let's see. I just post content whenever I get a chance. It's hard for a trucker to capture a ton of riding content, but recently I bought a rear motorcycle camera, Buck Brown. And Buck Brown, I can address that in just a minute because I've been watching a whole new line of videos I've been very interested in. I've been having a great time with that. It comes down to subject matter and level of interest. Anonymous Biker says that. That is correct. A topic comes up every time this time of the year. Minimoto says. And I don't know if it's just this time of year. It's been around. Ty from Tennessee. As long as you have something interesting to talk about, motovlogging is still alive and well. Let's see. I have to change edits for now. Faster clips, short snippets, and valuable etc. I still have a Hero 3 also, gliding on 2. Good for you. That's a great thing. Ty from Tennessee did an awesome video last week about motovlogging content. He nailed it. Yes, he did. That was an awesome video. My version of motovlogging is making it into a trip with friends to a location and chalk time to ride. You're right. People are getting bored with the same old. Anonymous Biker says, and I believe that. Has anyone ever heard Shade Tree asking for what he should be doing content-wise? No, but Shade Tree is one of the very first. If you're the first to the game, guys, you're going to be the winner. That's just the way this works. I'll tell you about my son, and he's not on here right now, but he tried to break into the gaming world with Twitch. So Twitch, if you don't know what that is, you might live in a bubble. Twitch is an online platform where you play video games and you stream it. And there's more kids that would rather watch somebody play a game than play the game themselves. And I kind of analyzed that. I'm like, why is this? Think of it this way. And I know most of us are over the age of 50, 40 to 50, and we're getting older. Would you rather watch an NFL game or would you rather go pad up and play in the NFL game? We're not going to play in the NFL game. We'd rather watch it. These kids are watching people gaming like we watch sports. It's like a sport to them. So I get it. But here's what the truth is. The truth is, it's too late to the game, right? The very first 5 people on there are making, $100 million a year playing video games online. And I don't like it. A lot of those bigger Twitcher guys, it's F this, F that, this stupid piece of blah, blah, beep, 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 beep. But the kids eat that up. I don't know why. Cursing is fun, I guess, maybe. I don't know. Waist down, sound kind of sketchy, Bodine. Let's see. Toby Northern. He actually did he did a live from the hotel room about a month ago, and he doesn't care about what viewers want to an extent. He makes what he wants to make fun, period. And you're right. That's a very good way to look at it. So anyway, that's just what I've been looking at doing, thinking about different stuff there about what UCM Pigs has said. Anonymous Biker actually brought it up too just a few weeks ago, and whatever that works out to be. I told Mrs. HDR we had a talk one night, and I said, how much longer can I actually live stream this show? Is it relevant to live stream this show anymore? I mean, is it worthwhile to do so? I do it just because it's fun. I like inviting everybody into the chat room. I was looking, you can actually set these up as like paid only, where you have to pay a fee to come in here, but I don't do it for money. I have thought about making sure that people are subscribed to the channel, because you can set these live streams up to subscribers only. And I think, well, everybody in here is subscribed, so that would be a great thing. But it wouldn't allow other people to enjoy the content. So I'm kind of back and forth on that one. But oh, Toby says mid-show commercial. It's about that time. Let's take a look at that here, Toby. Hold on 1 second.
This is Moose, and you're watching Coffee with HDR. Let's go. Damn, that's good.
Again, thank you very much to Moose for creating that amazing intro there, and he does make some pretty good coffee, it looks like, right? So, Moose and Mike Killy 7. Let's see. You interact with your audience and read the comments. Thanks, Henry. I appreciate that. If you stop this live stream, I'm going to organize these live chat bikers to ride up to southwestern Pennsylvania and change your mind. Toby, man, that's a little threatening. Woo, I'm a little worried. But no, it's great, and it's great to have everybody in here each and every week. You know, I can't say enough about it, and how everybody comes in, and the views are, the views are what they are on a live stream, right? So I once told Bob, we talked about that, I said I would rather live stream than do a motorcycle video, and Bob said he's actually the opposite. He'd rather do the motorcycle video and not live stream. So the only thing I can say about live streaming is you have to have people that are awake to watch the live stream to make it interactive, right? So a lot of you guys are awake, and I see a lot of you guys in there said, this starts your Saturday, and I enjoy that. Make you an offer you can't refuse. There you go, Toby. I'm waiting for Bodine Adventure and a hunting channel, Anonymous Biker says. It's a slow time of the year. You're right, Bob. It is a very slow time of the year for moto vloggers. Getting back to the motovlogging thing. So I think what we're looking for as entertainment, as creator content providers, is to create content that is actually enjoyable by not only the motorcycle community, but everybody at large. And Buck Brown, I was just bringing this up to you because I started watching tractor trailer driver videos. And if you guys out there drive a tractor trailer truck, get the cameras off the motorcycle and put them in your rigs, man. Those videos are going viral. Especially the ones, this guy I watched the other night, him and his wife they own their own trucking company. They live in their 18-wheeler, and they built a super sleeper. Super sleeper. Their tractor is almost as big as people's tractor and trailer together. It's huge. They have a whole living quarters. They have a stove. They have a microwave. They have beds. They have TVs in it. And they live in their tractor trailer truck. And they also haul freight, obviously, across the United States. And they've been doing this for 30 years. Their rig is now valued somewhere around $250,000 just for their rig. So, but that content is doing very, very well. And it's a niche because not a lot of truckers think to put a video camera in their truck and film themselves, riding around in their truck and talking. But you guys travel to a lot of interesting places. That brings me back to looking for the other side here. Toby said that is another factor. Today's youth stay late in bed watching shorts and they sleep until 10. You're right. That is true. I see a bunch of stupid stuff out there. There's no doubt. Buck Brown says, Buck Brown, I'm sure you do. You see a lot of stuff out there. So just something else. They don't need to do that. 80,000 pounds of death rolling down the road. Yeah, Anthony, I know. But people would argue too is how do we record videos on a motorcycle and talk to people when we're riding? Are we paying attention? Yeah, people tell you that. So, but they do them, and the truckers are doing really, really well. Semis are selling for around $250,000. I was 845 videos behind watching because of riding. Now just 345 because I'd rather be riding. There you go, Mike. That's a good way of looking at it. We are so sounding like a bunch of old people complaining about kids sleeping. Get off your lawn. Get off my lawn. It's 40 and raining here, Anonymous Biker says. Appreciate what you do, Buck. You guys help the country work. You do, and you guys have been a lot busier. How if the railroad strike would have went through? What would that have done to the country, you know? And people, we see trains moving, we get mad, right? When we come up to a train crossing, we sit and we have to stop, and we look, and there's like 457,000 cars behind the train, you know, and they're pulling. We got to sit there and think a minute. Those 2 or 3 guys on that train are hauling all that cargo, right? And all that stuff that we want to purchase to the stores that you're going to purchase it. And think about that a little bit. You'd be like, huh, kind of makes sense, right? So, see, if you don't think truck vlogging is appealing, you think it's boring, go watch Middle Tennessee Concrete, Dallas Face Mallet, and see his channel growth from pouring concrete. There you go. There's another one, concrete pouring. My grandfather was a trucker his whole life. He was a teamster, and he would bust and foul up. Ty says, well, maybe. That's quite possible, but I don't know. I think the thing is with the whole entire, we were talking about content creation, is what I'm thinking of now is you have to make it appealing. Like Mrs. HDR, I cannot watch Itchy Boots anywhere unless Mrs. HDR is sitting on the couch watching Itchy Boots with me. You know, we get our bowl of popcorn because it's an adventure, right? She takes you to places you've never been. She shows you things you've never seen. She doesn't just ride around and talk. She gets off the bike. She meets interesting people. She basically interviews them, right? All over the country, in many countries. And it was an amazing, amazing series that she did. What I liked about the last video, she showed on there when she first started, and she was trying to get the drone footage. The drone would go up, and it would the camera would just tilt down, and she'd get the back of her camera she had on the back of the bike or something would just tip over. And she said the hardest thing to begin with was learning how to create the content, how to get the cameras to work, how to get the proper audio that she wanted, and then how to edit, right? Everything that we've been through, everything we go through. But if you do it on an everyday basis, I think you're better off, right? She's better off because she does it every day of the week. Of course, right now, as you've seen in her last video, she's taking a little break, much deserved break. And a lot of people say, well, how do those content providers do it? And a lot of you guys said about Shade Tree Surgeon, and I love Shade Tree. I want to go visit him down in Florida and check out his bar, because he has a bar, and he has a garage because he got kicked out of the one garage, right? And he got put in another garage. So, but it's the atmosphere, man. He's always around friends. He's always laughing. He's always talking to people, and that's what makes that channel really popular. So, and not everybody can reproduce that, guys. It's just that's not producible. But so do we do talking heads? Obviously, yes. Is there other stuff you can create? Obviously, you can. Do I have all the answers? Obviously, I don't. So, I can tell you one thing, and this might strike you as a little bit a downer. Guys, I have noticed recently that most of the content I watch, most of the moto vloggers out there, if you really dig around, ride Harley Davidson motorcycles. So, we're all doing the same thing, Pink's Adventures had it right. He went out and he bought himself a Honda, and that's what he's doing his adventure riding on. So now Pink's, I would suggest, you could actually create another channel around the Honda, and I think you'll do very, very well with that. So because it's a niche, there's not a lot of people doing that. We're all doing the Harley content, and I notice when you mix the content, it doesn't do very well. So yours obviously is doing well. I'm not saying picking you out by any means. I'm not saying, I'm just using you as an example. So I know when I started mixing the Himalayan content with the Harley content, one, I started losing subscribers, which I figured that would happen. And two, the Himalayan people don't come over because I'm just some old Harley guy and they don't really care about me. So I get that also. But if you split the channels, and have that content split up. We talked about that a few weeks ago. It will do a lot better. Like when I'm watching fishing videos, if I'm watching a fishing channel, I don't want to see a guy come up from my fishing channels and he's four-wheeling. That just doesn't interest me. I'm looking at the channel for fishing, right? So that's just my thoughts about it. I don't know what you guys think, but um, I think he's picking out Pink's. No, see, I love Pink's adventures, and they do a great job. I like watching his videos, and it's always a fun time. So maybe I'm just calling him out so much because I want all of you to go watch his videos. I think that's what I'm actually doing. So, but and Pete's 18er said he's not splitting them up. It does take a lot, guys. I have 10 YouTube channels right now, and I was just sitting this morning. And you have to go, I told you before, it would be nice, and I'm going to try to write an interface where I can pull all my comments from all my different channels into one place and comment on all those together. But I have to go channel by channel by channel by channel answering comments. Now, I am notified in email when comments come through. So if it's on my technology channels, one, if it's on my photography channels, another, if it's on a Himalayan channel, if it's on the Harley channel, if it's on the cooking channel, if it's on the beer channel, you get the idea. So I can go to that channel and answer comments, but it does take a lot of effort to run multiple channels. And not only that, one day I was uploading a video and I looked and I was uploading it to the wrong channel. So that's another problem. But it's interesting. It keeps it fresh. And see, Bob thinks about a hunting channel, and that would be great. Not so much how to hunt, but the joy of the hunt. I think that's what we got to look for, is the joy of what we're doing, right? How we're having fun and just being people. So I think that would be the best there. So ever watch Bill Dance Outdoors from the 80s? I did WS Keys on 3s, and that's awesome stuff, This is Bill Dance on Outdoors. Remember? I remember that stuff. That's great. With these two crazy dogs, you could have a puppy channel. There you go. See, Ty's thinking you can have a puppy channel. Took the camera in the stand and it rained, so yeah, that happens. Good morning, Mr. McStash. Glad to have you on board there this morning. Yes, this is actually fun, McStash. Yeah, you want to have fun? I'll get up and start dancing. We can dance. She's shifting gears. Welcome. She's shifting gears. Glad to have you on board in the channel there this morning. Buck Brown. Let's see here. Yeah, welcome everybody, all the new folks to the channel this morning. Good morning to you. We're glad to have you on board there with us. This is Coffee with HDR, obviously. And we are here live in the living color every Saturday morning at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So set your clocks, mark your calendars, right? We will be here. I think Mrs. HDR said this year we have a special, I think she either said New Year's or Christmas, or maybe both. We will be doing live streams on a Saturday, whatever Saturday that falls on, and she will be with me, so it's going to be awesome. So mark your calendars for that. When I switched to a Can-Am Spyder, my subscriber count shot up from when I rode the Suzuki Bargain Bin scooter. And I can see that, Smyrna, because there's a lot of people that own the Spyders, the Can-Ams, man. That's a big bike. People love that thing. So let's see. Yep, see, you agree with no dancing. There you go. Well, hey. Ricky KM, good morning to you. Glad to have you on board, or HDAV Traveler. Prayers to Jason. I hope everything goes well. Okay, put your girlfriend on a bikini fishing. No, Henry, we're not going to have a girl in the boat with us with a bikini on fishing. Unless it's Mrs. HDR, then that'd be okay. Of course, Henry'd have to look forward, and he can't turn around. I'm just kidding. Henry's actually part of the family here, so he's a family member. We've been around for so long here. Yeah, Mr. McStash, tell your dad there, we are definitely, did not tell him we're definitely thinking about him there for sure. Hope everything works out well. Let's see here. What else can we talk about for the next 15 minutes? Roguelite Andy has scooters. No, Roguelite Andy lets scooters pass him. I think that's how that story went. He did tell me that story once. That's why they call him now. They call him Scooter or Scoot. So just remember that, guys. The next time you're on Roguelite Andy's channel, when you comment, say "Hey Scoot" or "Hey Scooter," and that's cool. But anyhow, so how many of you guys are planning on actually, doing any garage type videos? Anybody got any upgrades they're doing this winter? I mean, I have a few, and I keep getting more ideas and more ideas and more ideas. My ideas will outrun the money that I have supplied to me to actually do the upgrades. But, um, you know, be that what it is, that's, neither here nor there. So, but I do have some ideas for some upgrades. Zero garage videos. I'll keep riding. Anonymous Biker says, a lot of us can't ride though, dude. There's no way for us to ride. Especially, and knock on wood, it snowed here a couple times, enough to cover the ground. But, with the whole, and I'm going to say an unpolitical word, a word that is not politically correct, that everybody hates, with the new, global warming, it has been proven that we've gotten less snow in Pennsylvania than ever in the decades of Pennsylvania's been here. I don't really believe it's global warming. My mother always told me it's climate shift, and it's happened in her lifetime a couple times, where the way the earth is spinning, and whatever happens, but the climates get off a little bit. Yeah, you're getting like 4 feet of snow in Texas that never received snow, and you get no snow in Pennsylvania that used to get 7 foot. So that's a climate shift. The earth will work its way back to where it needs to be over time. Hopefully it's long after I'm gone, because I don't like snow and I don't like cold. So I don't do well in either one of those. But what I've been doing lately, and I think what's the greatest thing, I recently discovered heated gear can be used for comfort gear, not preventative gear. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, I do. When I wear my heated gear, McStash, I actually still wear all my fully padded gear on top of that. So you're right. It's not protective gear. It's comfort gear. So I wear the heated gear underneath of my my riding pants and my riding jacket. So that way I'm still well protected on the bike. So be careful out there, guys. And I know Mr. McStash has to ride all winter. He rides, all winter long for the job that he performs. And we thank you for that service. And that's really interesting. But be careful on those roads, man. I tell you what. We need a compost toilet seat for bikes. There you go. Hey, Real Jackie Boy's in the house. Good morning, Real Jackie Boy. Glad to have you on board there this morning. We can discuss the Michigan win over Ohio State. What are your thoughts on that, McStash? And many people, and there was even people in Ohio that said Ohio State didn't have a chance. So Michigan's just too good, And I watch those games and I was like, wow, look at them play football. It's pretty amazing. So go, Bob. I know that's your home school. And myself and Miss HR was talking about that. And she said if Michigan would play a good team like Penn State, they would have a real run for their money. But being they only play teams like Ohio State, what do you want? That's what you get. So, no, actually, honestly, I believe they were both undefeated going into that game. So that's congratulations to both teams. I'm just joking with you. That's fine. The earth has been freezing and thawing since the beginning of time. You're right, Pink's Adventure. That's absolutely right. Patrick, good morning to you, Mr. Orvis. Glad to have you on board there this morning. Oh, they beat Penn State. Oh, man, I missed that game. Huh. No, I know. I know when Penn State loses because it's a very sad, somber day in our house, believe me. How about South Carolina beating Tennessee and Clemson this year? There you go. Go South Carolina. My college football team is not one of the college football teams that play on TV, so, be that what it is. They play like they're, in their home stadiums, and it's just for the hometown crowds, I guess, or the people that go to school there, but they don't play on TV. I think everyone beat Penn State this year. Mr. McStash said, "Yeah, you're pretty much right. That's pretty much true, but um, colleges are tough, man, and um, I say that about also about football teams, and we're just talking a little bit about football. Is even high school football, they get really, really good years, and then kids graduate. Same with college, man. Kids graduate. They go, to the NFL. You know, Look at Pittsburgh Steelers now with Mr. Pickett. Mr. Pickett wouldn't play the championship game for his college team that he loved and played with them for 5 years because he might get a boo-boo. So instead, he decided, I'm getting drafted by the NFL right now, making my millions of dollars, man, make my mark. Probably a good idea. I'd probably do the same thing if you think about it. The college isn't paying you. Colleges make a ton of money. They should be paying the football players in college too, guys. I really believe that. I think the greatest thing that happened with colleges is now the kids can actually sell the likeness of themselves. They can use their name for promoting stuff, and they can sell shirts for their own, money. Because these kids are playing a violent game, and these colleges are making billions of dollars off of these kids playing football. I mean, look at the coaches. The coaches probably make more money coaching the football team than the president of the college. It's crazy, right? The college I'm going to actually just dropped their tuition prices by 25% because nobody's going to college anymore. News break. They're just not going. Can't afford it, right? People can't afford it. There's no value. There's no return for your investment. And that's what people are seeing. So, I mean, but, many of us went to college, and we've been to college, and we've paid the money. Miss State sure, paid all the money. I paid money. I'm still paying money. I'm back in school. So, but, the only thing now with my return on investment is I got the job first and went to school. There's a trick. That's the way the society should be. Get hired first at a business, and then the business should pay for half of your college for whatever you got hired for. At least half. That would be nice. That would be a change. Instead of giving all these kids false hope saying, go to college, spend your $150,000, come out, and then you get a job at, Target, Walmart, Giant Eagle, Shop and Save. Because they can't get a job in their field because they have no experience. Let's hire them first, give them the experience, and pay for their college. That would be a trick. So, but anyway, highest paid individual in any state is the head coach of a college team, Pete said. There you go, Pete. Thank you for that. Unfortunately, Toby, I don't think we're going to do a very good this year. Let me see here. Somebody else said something up here. Oops. My mouse is not working. Bodine said they can get paid now, HDR. Well, that's good. They should actually get paid, Bob, and I believe in that 100%. Because wonder if they get hurt in college, If they get hurt in college, then they can't play anymore. But if they're at that level, and I know, they have scholarships and they get free tuition and they get people to do their college work for them. Or no, I don't know that to be true. And some colleges will give them a car. Like if you come to our college, man, and play quarterback, we'll give you a Tesla. Definitely. And your family. We'll give your family a place to live, maybe a new house. So I guess that's compensation. So, and that's happened over the course of time. So, rumor has it the Sheets has come to Michigan. Bob, we did hear that, and Mrs. HR, I think, sent you the thing on Instagram where Sheets, they said the official press release from Sheets was a gentleman by the name of Bodine52, who has a YouTube channel, has promoted Sheets convenience stores so excessively that Sheets now fills a very high need to build Sheet stores in his home state of Michigan. And then there was a Wawa rebuttal. Wawa stores would have built Wawas in Michigan if Bronco Ride, another famous YouTuber, would move to Michigan. But he is not. So we cannot build any Wawa stores. So yes, Bob, you are getting Sheets. Congratulations. It's finally happened. Bob has promoted it enough where Sheets is now coming to Michigan. So, and you finally did it. You're right. They are calling it the Bodine incentive, Jackie boy. I didn't know that. Thanks for telling me that. The Bodine incentive. Let's see here. Does Sheets have marshmallows? I went to a Wawa and they didn't have any marshmallows. You would be ill-pressed to find marshmallows in Sheets. Marshmallows is that's not a real food group. I don't know what it is. Like, I don't know. It's like a gummy bear. It's like not a real food group. But they do sell gummy bears. I still have never been in a Sheets, but I recently discovered Buc-ee's. Wawa is what they say when you can't find a Sheets. Yeah, you're right. That's pretty funny. All right, guys. Well, we talked about a lot. We covered a lot there. I do appreciate it. I hope everybody does hit that thumbs up there this morning. Give it a like. It doesn't mean a whole lot either way. It just means that you enjoy the live stream. So, and like I said, hopefully we can keep the live stream going, and for many, 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 many more decades, because it's what I like to do. I'm actually working on a live stream for another one of my channels. I don't know what day that's going to be or when that's going to be, but I think it's going to start being something that's going to be needed, maybe. Now we'll see how that goes. But, I used to do a live photography stream. And I told you guys that every Sunday morning at 8 o'clock. It went from 8 o'clock to 10 o'clock. It was 2 hours. And it was very popular at the time, but then I got burnt out. I just got burnt out talking about photography. I ran out of things to say. Like when you're out there on the motorcycle and you're trying to think of a topic and you're like, well, I said that last week, or I said that 2 months ago, or I said that 3 months ago. We just get tired of talking about the same things. So you just burn out, right? The channel burns down. So maybe I'll do that. I need to make a meme today that has a YouTube logo and have it on fire like it's burning out, right? The YouTube's burning out. But we'll always have new people. We'll always have new motive vloggers. And just for the record, guys, I love all you guys. I love all the motive vloggers. I watch you all. If I don't comment your videos, it's because my phone's not close to me and I'm watching on TV. Do your shorts if you want to. I think it's it's your channel. It's your thing. Don't overdo it, right? We always say that about drone footage. Drones are wonderful. Insta360 cameras are wonderful. Don't overdo it. If you put too much, then it's just too much, and there's no need for too much, right? Content, motorcycle riding, what you have to say, who you are, where you are, what kind of person you are, what kind of family life you live, what kind of work you do. That's the kind of stuff I watch, and I love to see because it brings me the person, not just the motorcycle, the vroom, vroom riding down the road. Don't care about that too much, so. All right, good advice right there. I'm just trying to help everybody. That's my personal beliefs, guys. Whatever your personal beliefs are yours, and we all have a right to our own beliefs. So I'd like to say once again, as I always say, thank you so much for coming here and visiting me on the live stream, guys and girls. Thanks to all the new people. It's great to see new people coming to this live stream. That's what I've been hoping for since day one, and I hope you've been excited enough to maybe come back next time. It's not always motorcycle related, but I try to make it as interesting as possible. So that's one thing. We do have friendship, we do have chat, and we do have good times together. So that's what matters. Windroad Therapy, good morning and so long. I'm just getting ready to cut out here. So take care, everybody. And until next time, as I always tell you guys, remember, ride your own ride. Be safe out there. Take care of yourself. And thank you so much for watching. HDR will be down and out from the beautiful HDR and Custom Dynamic Studio here in southwestern Pennsylvania. Thanks, everybody. Have a great day, and I will see you next Saturday. Bye for now.